Thanks for making breakfast, Lydia. What's in that?
It's honey and butter and a couple other little things.
Lydia, take one. If you can just set up your name, how old you are.
I'm Lydia, I'm 15. I'm not 15.
You were 15.
You're young at heart, Lydia.
I'm Lydia, I'm 16 years old, and I'm the middle child, 5th oldest and 5th youngest. I think a lot of middle children feel like they don't get enough attention, and I don't think that's the case for me. At least I don't feel like I need any more attention than I'm already getting. I was born on Highway 111, mile marker 111 on Highway 111. In the back seat of the midwife's car. Came out a little too early.
Any pressure to be number one?
I never thought of that.
Tell us, what are some of the things you like to do?
I'm the biggest letter writer in the family. I love to write letters. I write my best friend and all my other friends. Most of them live far away, so writing letters is how we usually keep in contact. I like to cook. I like baking desserts and cakes and stuff like that. And when I cook, I like to clean my dishes as I cook, because I like to cook in a clean kitchen. And I always love learning new things, meeting new people, seeing how other cultures live their lives. It's always a wonderful experience.
How would you describe your role or position in the family?
Like how much a cup?
3 cups.
I don't know how to describe my role and position in the family. I mean, yeah, there's my personality that might be a little sweeter than others. If that's right for me to say. I'm proud of you. When people say stuff like, you're the sweetest or something, I'm just like, thanks, but it's not necessarily hard to take a compliment, but when people do it too much, it can be like, why don't you talk about something else? People see me and they're like, you're so sweet, you're always helping, you're always doing stuff like that. It's not me, but it's Christ in me. As long as I'm guided by Christ, and happiness and joy and work comes easy.
Is that what interested you in mission work?
Yeah, because my passion is serving others and serving Jesus. Going on a missions trip was something I've always wanted to do.
You've been talking about wanting to go to Romania. Is that still something you'd like to do?
Oh yeah.
I talked to Daniel that runs the orphanage in Romania, and he said that there's a group that is doing a trip out there.
When I finally did get a chance, it was just wonderful. I saw a lot. People just living in really poor environments, and it was just wonderful seeing the joy that they had, even in the circumstances they were living in. It opened my eyes a lot and just changed some things. For example, at some point in the future, I would love to get married. It's all wedding stuff, but it's fun looking.
You're not looking at wedding stuff.
Well, I am right now.
No, you're not.
But there are several things that I would need in a guy in order for me to want to spend the rest of my life with him. Main things are, I would love it if he had a desire to be on the mission field and felt, that if God had called him to the mission field, just like he's called me. I think this one kind of looks like me.
Tell us a little bit more about your relationship with Mariah. You're close,
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your help. What you do.
Yeah, it's really amazing how even though me and Mariah are like so opposite in everything, it seems like as time goes by, our relationship gets closer.
Why do you like the clothes you like?
Why do you like the clothes you like? Mariah, what do you think about this shirt?
Well, that's awfully cute. Looks like you.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing. No.
One thing I've always admired in her is her courage and her strong will. She's always like, I don't care what other people think. I know this is what I want, and I'm gonna do it.
Oh my gosh, I feel like my life is starting. For real.
If it hasn't already started, I wonder what it's gonna be like when it does start.
Exactly.
That's scary. That's one thing that we have in common. It's just in the opposite directions. We're both strong in what we believe, and we don't easily waver to what goes on around us.
With a few of your siblings getting restless at home, how do you cope with how that's made you feel?
As a believer, what I do when I feel anxiety or not sure about the future, I go into my prayer closet. It's just a nice little closet here for writing out prayers and quotes that have really encouraged me. A perfect place to find my peace and get a hold of myself again. I'd say probably about half the prayers in there for my family, though. The past couple years, I've seen my older siblings having conflicts with my parents, and it was just hard for me. Why are you crying? A family divided against itself. I've kind of seen that happen before my own eyes.
I want to work on the relationship. I want to make this better. There's a lot of crap that's in here, but this is my major one way. Trusting us to spend time with each of the siblings.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I was standing there and I saw both of their points. It's just heartbreaking.
I don't think that keeping us from Ethan would be able to solve the problem. Not at all.
I think it's just gonna make it worse.
I think at some point everyone is hoping relationships would be healed and people come back together.
Where a house is divided against itself, it will fall. The more we stay apart, the harder it'll be to come back together.
Family is so important to me. I just pray about it all the time.